Are you chronically stressed out at work and thinking that this will be the last assignment you will be taking stress for? But then the next assignment comes in and you're equally stressed or even more stressed. This is a very common story of every patient of mine. Let me tell you that stress is affecting your brain in more ways than you actually think of. And you need to take action about it today. Hi, my name is Dr. Raveesh Sunkara. I'm a neurosurgeon practicing at Elite Hospitals, Hyderabad. I want to talk about stress and its effects on brain so that you can take some immediate actions to come out of this vicious cycle. So how do we doctors define stress? You need to understand about a hormone called cortisol before you understand this definition. Cortisol is a stress hormone that is released by our adrenal glands. It is also called as the fight or flight response. So, to explain this better, let me tell you a small scenario. Imagine you are in a jungle and then suddenly a lion comes in front of you. What do you experience? You experience that your heart rate is pumping, basically to facilitate lot of blood supply to your limbs, that is your hands and legs, so that you are able to either fight the lion or run away from the lion. Your pupils are dilated so that you absorb more light and you are able to see the surroundings in a crystal clear manner. This is called flight or flight response. But imagine that this is happening every time at your work on a constant basis. This can lead to a lot of changes in your brain. There are multiple studies out there who have imaged brains of the patients with chronic stress or high cortisol levels. Most of these studies have been pointing out to some interesting facts. People with high cortisol levels are shown to have shrinking prefrontal cortex or a reduction in the blood supply to the prefrontal cortex. What is prefrontal cortex? It is the area of the brain that is responsible for cognitive function or rational thinking. Next, a lot of these patients are showing shrinking of the hippocampus or the area that is responsible for making memories. Then, a lot of studies are also showing that the area, amygdala, that is responsible for fear and emotions is also showing a lot of changes. So how can you identify if you are undergoing this chronic stress? Well, let me divide this into simple 3 categories that you can think of. The first is cognitive category, in which you will see that you are having a lot of memory issues, feeling foggy all the time, or difficulty in concentrating. The second is your emotional issues, such as being irritable or being very moody. And the final is physical symptoms, such as not able to fall asleep easily or not able to sleep at all, that is insomnia. Some people end up having a lot of tension headaches or migraines. And finally, and the last symptom that a lot of people have is having high blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues. These symptoms, if not addressed immediately, can lead to some more serious long-term complications, such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's on the long term, leading to anxiety or depression issues, and finally having a weakened immune system, making you prone to various infections. So what is the solution for this stress? Well, let me tell you, there is no perfect one. The simple answer to this is starting today and starting small. The advice that I give to most of my patients is to start with at least 20 to 30 minutes of aerobic activity like simple walking or cycling at least 3 to 4 times a week. Then you can start with incorporating some yoga moves at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. Deep breathing exercises are known to reduce stress in more than the ways that you can think of. Diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids like fish and almonds can make a lot of difference for some patients. Also, incorporating magnesium-rich diets like spinach and banana are known to reduce stress in a lot of patients. And finally, the most important thing about diet habit is to avoid stimulants like coffee and sugar in response to this stress. which is a very common thing that most of us do. I can't stress enough about sleep. Sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every day, can make a lot of difference for most of us. Please take action about your stress today. Share this video with your loved ones or your friends whom you think are undergoing a lot of stress in their life. For more such informative videos on brain health, do follow our page.